Welcome everybody back to the Join Dota League Season 4, a HeflaTV cast for it. It's MiTH versus Mineski in this game number 2 of this 2-game series. Mineski, they did take out the win for game number 1 after, I think it was just over 60 minutes. And MiTH, well, unfortunately their free core just didn't work out too well for them. But now, we'll see if game number 2 is going to be any different. Looking at the bans though, mostly the same, except Mineski banning out a Brewmaster now. So MiTH, what's going to be their first pick? Is it a Tidehunter? Or is it going to be ignored in the first phase once again? And sure looks like it. Centaur was banned out by Mineski last game instead of that Brewmaster. But now Mineski, they go for a Tidehunter Skyref Mage. They feel like Tidehunter is too good to pass up on in this certain situation. So MiTH, their second pick. What's it going to be? And Centaur is a strong hero. They can go for something like an Ancient Apparition, Skyref Mage, not Skyref Mage, what am I saying? A Witch Doctor, for example, if they want to. It really is up to them, just completely. What other strong heroes? I guess something like a Viper wouldn't be too horrible, just to survive the burst damage that Mineski has. Ogre Magi, Vengeful Spirit could be possible as well as supports. So we'll see what MiTH want to go for. I mean, if you go for like any support, it's not like you're giving away too much about your lineup, whereas if you go for a straight of core, it might be a dead giveaway. But they do go for the ogre now, so just a neutral, a standard kind of support, a safe support. So ogre for one side, Skyref for the other. Those two together, to be honest, would be pretty damn strong. But MiTH now banning out that Faceless Void. They don't want Mineski to have the Faceless Void Skyref Mage combination. Maybe even something like a Witch Doctor also to follow it up with. Yes. Are we gonna even see a like and ban from either side this time around? I mean, it's definitely a possibility, especially if MiTH continue to draft heroes that don't have the greatest of counter push. I mean, of course, there are two types in trying to deal with that, or with pushing. One, you can get a crap ton of counter push, just creep clear, or you can go for heroes that can fight early and they can fight often. So Centaur Warrunner definitely one of the latter ones. Just fighting often once he gets the Blink Dagger. Blink Hoof Stomp, that's really all the cooldown you need. I think it's like 24 seconds on Hoof Stomp or close enough to that at least. But now, fourth ban about to come. Ancient Apparition already banned out by Mineski. Kind of a respect ban now by MiTH, banning out the Disruptor. Definitely did quite a lot of work in the last game just with the glimpses. Static Storms were pretty good earlier on as well. Of course, I think like one clutch Static Storm in the end made a huge difference as well. But now, IO banned by Mineski and a Medusa pickup. I'm not too sure if it was entirely necessary to pick up the Medusa as the third, unless they expected MiTH to pick it up. And when you have an Ogre already, Medusa definitely isn't a bad pick just because Medusa gets a lot stronger with the Bloodlust being there for them. But MiTH now, they can still go for the Vengeful Spirit, and I actually would like to see them go for Venge. But nope, it's a Nyx Assassin, is a hero that can deal with the Medusa, and MiTH, do they also go for the Anti-Mage now? Kills is a player that loves Anti-Mage, loves Morphling, just those good old, just rinse, farm, cores, carries. But Mineski now, do they take something defensive for the Medusa, or I still think Witch Doctor is just always a decent enough support, but do go for the Lich now. It's their turn to play the Lich. Ice Armor are gonna be nice in keeping the Medusa alive even longer. The mana burn of the Nyx Assassin is gonna be his most annoying ability. And whoa, MiTH, they went for a Necrophos. It's definitely nice to just blow up heroes, and Mineski, although Tidehunter is tanky, he can be brought down to half HP. And then just, at least when Necrophos has the higher levels of Reaper Scythe, all you need to is to bring down a hero to half HP. Even a little bit less or more than half, I don't know how to say that. He needs to have about like 55% HP, something like that, and he can still go down immediately. Just because Aghanim Scepter Ultimate with a level 3 does damage based on health missing, and it's 1.2 damage. Of course it's magical damage, so you can mitigate some of it. But so let's say like you have to bring a hero down to half HP, then pop the Reaper Scythe and the hero's gonna be dead. Let's just put it like that, it's the easiest way. But last bans, Doombringer banned out by MiTH. They don't want their Necrophos to be disabled. Maybe going for something like an Ember Spirit as the last one as well. Whereas Mineski banning out the Witch Doctor. Because they have their 2 supports, they don't need another one. And Paralyzing Cask is annoying. Voodoo Restoration as well, especially together with the Death Pulse, would have been maybe even too much sustain for MiTH, for Mineski to work their way through. But last ban about to come from Mineski. What's it? No, not last ban. What am I saying? The last pick about to come. They do need themselves a mid laner, most likely, unless they want to run like a Lich Medusa mid. So Puck is available if they want to go for that one. Just a tempo controller in the mid lane. Or in the mid game. Or Dragon Knight. Go for some pushing. Just a tanky hero for yourselves in the front line. Somebody to build a BKB for you as well. Huh. I actually wouldn't mind the Dragon Knight all that bad. Guess you can try to go for a Storm Spirit as well, but Nyx Assassin is good against Storm Spirit with Spike Carapace. And once you get stunned, Impale to follow. Mana Burn also great against any kind of intelligence heroes really. Storm Spirit definitely wants to stack up on intelligence quite heavily. Just Orchid, Shipstick, Shiva's Card maybe, depending on what you're up against. Of course in this game it would, if it was to be a Storm Spirit, BKB would kind of be a necessity. But you don't want to play a Storm Spirit when that's the case. Or at least when it's just so obviously the case. Because you want to go for Orchid first at the very least. And then maybe into BKB. But if you have to go for BKB first, your mana pool isn't going to be all that great. Or even if the mana pool isn't hurting too much, you're not going to have the mana regeneration to sustain. You can just go in once, do a few zips, do a little bit of damage and maybe win a fight. But after that you're going to be out of mana, so you can't really follow up anymore. But it's a Wraith King of all heroes as the last one. I mean, it can be a strong hero, and it's nice against the Necrophos just because you cannot bring that hero down. Medusa, of course, with the mana shield, not gonna drop too extremely low as well before he's completely out of mana. So in that sense, Wraith King isn't a bad hero. They might have enough lockdowns and slows between their team to make sure Wraith King actually outputs enough damage as well and doesn't get kited around. Stone Gaze, one of the more excellent ways to slow people down. If they get petrified up, they also take 100% extra physical damage. Of course, they won't take magic damage at the same time, but Wraith King, he is mostly about physical, at least in the later stages. And MiTH now, they did go for a Templar Assassin as the last one. So this Templar Assassin is going to be the mid lane hero, I would expect, with Lakel's Necrophos safe lane farming then. My approach is off lane center. They might go aggressive tri lane, but with an Ogre and Nyx Assassin as supports, don't know if I would recommend it. But MiTH, they're definitely edging more for the just early to mid game. In Templar Assassin, Necrophos, they're going to be pretty great late game as well. And even Centaur, given the right amount of farm and the correct items, can be a late game core as well, just because he's so damn tanky and return does so much damage. So pretty much if you want to fight him and he's right clicking you, you are taking double the damage that you're dealing out to him. So MiTH, they definitely don't have bad late game, but they're kind of peaking in the mid, maybe at the start of late game, just the transition of mid to late game. But Mineski, they have a Medusa, that's just usually more than enough said. And not only that, they also have a Wraith King, who's most likely going to be played as a core, who is going to be able to just provide the lifesteal aura, for example. So there's going to be 30% lifesteal on the Medusa just from nowhere. So now we have a pause just because Mineski, I guess they're doing something. I hope they're not eating or just... We had a pause with Mineski ages ago. I think it was like in end of March or April sometime, where they drafted, game started and they paused for like 15 minutes. They were eating or something. So I don't even know what we're waiting for, just wait. Guys, learn to give reasons, please. If any of you, if the viewers, if any of you are playing competitive Dota, whenever you pause, please say why, except for just pause. At least if it's gonna be a longer pause. If it's like a really short one, I guess it doesn't matter as much, but it's nice to be polite. Just say why you're pausing. It makes things a lot easier for the admins, for everybody. Ogre. It's not ogre. It's never ogre. Shrek is love, Shrek is life. Ogre is love, Ogre is life. Come on, Nyx Assassin, don't be hidden. Nyx Assassin wants to play the back part of the centaur. It's like, if you want to play a centaur, or if you want to do a centaur cosplay, one is playing the back part and the other one is the front part. So Nyx Assassin wants to be the back part at the moment. I mean, he has the armor scale kind of thing as well, so yeah. I'm just going crazy with the poses. Going crazy. But everybody has picked up their heroes now, so yeah, go has been given. Wasn't that long of a pause, thank God for that. But Mineski, how do they lane this? Is it just the standard tri-lane safe? Or they could even go aggressive tri-lane, to be honest, leave the Tidehunter safe lane up against what will most likely be a center war runner. But in any case, I'm gonna have to introduce the lineups to you guys anyway. So for Mineski on the Radiant side, Yaj, JJ on the Tidehunter, leaving Chonyi on the Medusa, Owa 5593 on the Lich, with RR playing the Scarf Mage and leaving Chei Bimbo on the Wraith King as the last one. But for the counterpart, for MiTH Trust on the Dire side, he playing the offlane centaur, with MyPro heading towards the mid lane on the Templar Assassin, ST on the Ogre Magi, Oi as in Boombell on the Nyx Assassin, and the last one will be Lakels on the Necrophos. Perfectly spent his gold. Just value right there, 0 gold remaining. You can't do it better. Of course, you don't need to do it better because now it's going to be coming from 0, trying to go for the next items, but still nice to see. Just gold management. Oh, same for Nyx Assassin. My god. And the Ogre. They're specialists, guys. What? 3 heroes, the entire tri-lane have 0 gold. I don't think there's anybody else. Oh, Tidehunter also has 0, so he knows what it's all about. But man, 3 people with 0 gold. Nice. Really nice. Oh, some more water is needed. And the rune's about to spawn. Both teams going for just standard tri-lanes, standard lanes all in on. Haste rune picked up from RR, so he can't really do too much to him. Although Scarf Mage not skilling up Arcane Bolt yet. Could have started with the harass already. Especially since he didn't have return either. Just run away a little bit farther, turn around, Arcane Bolt, right click, run away a little bit farther, do the same, rinse and repeat. But is it really going to be a dual lane here? Because I'm not too sure how much an Ogre can do, but I guess dual lane, mid lane, they're going to go for MyPro, stun is there already. RR with the haste rune, not going to be able to go in too deep. But a Wraith King versus a Temporary Assassin. I guess Wraith Fire Blast does damage over time, so it's going to be decent-ish against Refraction, but it's going to be so easy for him to just dodge it with a meld. Unless they're going to have sentries, which one sentry is there on RR now. So I guess, speaking of sentries, they do have it. But on your Wraith King, I don't think it's the best matchup against Temper Assassin, although none of their other heroes would have been all that great either. So it's not that bad, and that just leaves Chonyi bottom lane solo on the Medusa. And although Ogre might not be the greatest partner for the Centaur, it's gonna be good enough against a solo Medusa. Of course, Medusa not gonna be harassed before the spells. I mean, right clicks, you shouldn't be that afraid of them. But once you get Fire Blasted, Hoofstomp and Double Edge, once they have a few more levels, and of course Ignite as well, you might find yourself in too much of trouble. But in the meantime, mid lane Jay, he is already out of mana, has used the 2 Wraith Fire Blasts, so can't do too much to follow up. MyPro, he's just sitting on such low HP, but he has enough for a Refraction. So once he sees an Arcane Ball coming, he's gonna pop the Refraction. But now there's the Ignite onto RR from the backlines. Can he get the spill damage? I don't think they even need it. ST, is he gonna have enough? Ignite ends, 18 HP remaining. Couldn't get the Psy Blades with the right angle, so Scarf Mage stays alive. But MyPro has his bottle now, gonna be bottling up the 2-minute rune from the top lane as well. So Temper Assassin, I think, is not gonna do all that bad now that he has his bottle. Invis rune on MyPro now. I guess they still have the sentry if Scarf Mage does come back. Lich with Tidehunter, of course, top lane at the same time, going up against Lakels as well as Oi, Boombell. But 12 and 0 compared to a 6 and 0 Tidehunter. Heartstopper Aurora, of course, is already there, and Heartstopper Aurora is just a bitch to play against. And look at this. Lich went for that ice armor early on. I guess you don't want to get harassed by ranged heroes, but you're not going to be able to harass in return because you don't have that Frost Blast. Mid lane now, Jay, he gets slowed down, MiPro, he's there with the right clicks, and that's going to be first blood. Or no, the bottle keeps him alive. Are you kidding me? They're going to still go for it. The right clicks are coming, but SD going to lose his life in return. They might even get MiPro as well. If only Owa had a Frost Blast right about now. Ice Armor comes out, but wasn't used for the right target. There's the sentry, but no Frost Blast. Really, with the Frost Blast would have been a guaranteed kill. Guaranteed. Now Wraithkin gonna come in. May go for the Brave Fire Blast. Is he gonna go for it? Yes, he is, MiPro. He's on the high ground. He still has Refraction as well. Arcane Bolts are coming, but he gets silenced just before the Refraction. So they get the counter, and in the end, it's a 2-for-1. The processing going down as well. Does manage to buy up a Magic Stick by the end, but it's not that horrible of a trade all of a sudden. Titan, they're up to 10 last hits as well. Lakel still has more, but with the Death Pulse and 1 point into Sadist, it's gonna be just fine. But Jay has a bottle now. Oh, Courier, don't die. Don't die, Courier. Or it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. SD comes in from the bottom side. Oh, he was smoked up. Gonna go for Johnny. There's the Fire Blast. Ignite to fall as well. He should be able to get the Hoof Stomp. But the Mana Shield is there. I don't think the Double Edge will even be enough. Although the right clicks are coming in. It might be they need a little bit more. I guess level 3 Double Edge would have done the trick. Although he dropped down to 160 HP. Almost no mana. Double Edge does what? 250? 250, but it gets mitigated by magic resistance, so it would have been pretty close. As Nix is gonna get silenced up. Is there gonna be a rune for him? It's haste rune for the Skyraft, so that's gonna be the death of no, never mind, he gets the double impale. Not the longest duration because it's only level 1, but Frost Blast, Owa doesn't get it in return either, so Nix Assassin survives against all the odds. I don't even know how, but he makes it out. Impale, of course, I guess was enough. The processing got close, so Skyraft Mage had to back off just not to get melted down. Although there's not even a single point into meld that time. Went 2 points into the Psy Blades just to get that extra little bit of attack range on TA. As Johnny, Mystic Snake Harassment doesn't even connect, and there's another Fire Blast. It's so low, and this time around I don't think he's gonna escape, but the creeps, they block for a little while. Johnny, he's still low, but he didn't figure out that going the other way while Ogre goes this way would have been better. But there's the Hoof Stomp Double Edge. They get the kill anyway, but he's gonna fall in return, I think, the tower. Gonna go to the Siege Creep now, back to STRR. He's around, gonna find Arcane Bolt will bring him down with the help of one tower right click. So they get Medusa, but they lose one in return. Skyraft Mage is about to hit level 5 thanks to that. Mid lane, Jay up to 24 and 5 compared to 13 and 3. So the dual lane has managed to slow down Temple Assassin, if not completely shut him down. So it's not going that bad. Jay, of course, getting decent farm as well. And well, 3-2. We're 5.5 minutes in. Decent game so far, Jay. Using the bottle. MiPro does put quite a lot of harassment onto him, but no meld. Means no minus armor. Bottom lane, though, Stampede is there. They wanna go for RR. Should be an easy kill in theory in the Skyraft, but the slows are there. Medusa putting out the damage as well. Doesn't have the stone gaze quite yet, but he's gonna lose his life anyway. One more Arcane Bolt. Oh my god, RR stays alive. They get the counter kill. MiTH just not playing it as crisp as they could. Could have executed it maybe a little bit better or just backed off in time. I don't even know. But of course the silence on center from the Skyraft Mage. That was the key thing. No Hoof Stomp to follow up immediately. As Jay, he was toying with the idea of another stun. Is he gonna go for it now? Waiting for it. He's waiting for the other heroes to come a little bit closer. Even Tidehunter wants a part of this. Has the Gush, but no Ravage. Courier coming out with just power threads. Necrophos finishes up his own, but there's the Brave Fire Blast. Owa starts moving a little bit late. The Gush is there to slow them down. Frost Blast level 2 as well without refraction. Psionic Traps come out. Double damage on the Temper Assassin as well, and he's gonna escape. Nope, another stun is there. They need a little bit more. Beautiful double impale again from Boombell. There's the Ignite in return. MiPro will survive thanks to the bottle. He's gonna run out. My god, refraction is just such a strong ability. Now, Judge, JJ, he gets slowed down. Blocked a little bit by Jay, respawning with the reincarnation, but they stay alive. ST a little out of mana. So nobody dies in the mid lane, surprisingly enough. Just how does everybody survive? I don't know exactly, but it's only a reincarnation, man. What are you showing me the fight recap for? It is a huge cooldown, of course, 260 seconds. So MiTH coming out ahead slightly because of that. But Medusa in the meantime gets farm bottom lane. 29 and 9 compared to 23 and 6. So Center doing not that bad, but it was a 2 versus 1 lane for the most part. Medusa solo against Ogre as well as that Centaur. Looking at their super early graph, 7.5 minutes in, it's only a 100 net worth lead for Mineski. XP completely zeroed out, so although Mineski have 2 more kills, it is still a completely even game. Tidehunter though, he will have his level 6 soon enough, although he's not even going back to top lane. They don't want to go up against Lakels with the Heartstop Aurora, and Lakels is perfectly fine with that. I mean, Necrophos wants to get off to a good early start, and he's not being shut down at all. Mid lane, MiPro, never mind. Stampede gets him back to a safe distance. Bottom lane, they wanted to go for Chonyi as well at the same time. Stone Gaze was used, but not carrying a TP. There's the Ignite, Impale to follow as well. Can he get close enough? The Fire Blast is there, MiPro gonna come in from the other side. Psionic Trap, there's no escape now. Hoofstop, not enough mana for a mana shield. So he does die. Finally, they get the kill on Chonyi. Definitely a nice kill to have. Net worth wise, Lakels is number 1 still. Second will be Jay on that Wraith King. Not going for the Hand of Midas though. Top lane, they're going for Lakels. Already got slowed down by the guys. There's the Mystic Flare, and that's going to be an easy kill with the silence, boosting up the damage. Mid lane, MiPro gonna go for the Yaj. Or not Yaj, Jay. Brave Fire Blast in return. No reflection charges. Actually, yeah, Jay doing quite a lot of damage. Needed +1 hero to be there still though. ST wants to come in from behind as well. With the Ignite, Fire Blast, and the Psionic Traps. Might be able to get the kill on Jay, although he's pretty damn tanky. There's the Psionic Trap. Stun onto MiPro. Reflection charges are still up. But Scar of Mage is coming in. Fire Blast used by ST. Concussive Shot in return. Brave Fire Blast cooling off 1 second. Even Ova comes around. Level 2 Frost Blast. He's not going to use it yet. There it comes. There's the kill as well, but they lose Wraith King. So he was holding on to it. And Wraith King had to go a little bit too deep. Double H on cooldown. Hoofstop is there though. There's the Rage. Will catch free. TP's coming in as well. It's going to be the Medusa. The TP took pretty long, but the Mystic Snake will be enough to get the kill and push out the creep wave a little bit. So it's a 2-4-1 exchange here. Ogre and Centaur dying. And Wraith King in return, so not horrible for the side of MiTH, but still favoring Mineski just by a little bit. Nice. Are they still grouping up? I mean, they don't have Ravage anymore. I guess they were just bottling and popping Arcane Boots and everything just to keep themselves sustained. Bottom lane, Chonyi does get Spike Carapace up by Boombell, but doesn't really matter much. So, game 7-4. Haste Rune gonna be found by RR. Sky of Mage can make use of it. Maybe not the best, but are they gonna go for ST mid lane? If they get the Brave Fire Blast, do they have vision for this, or is he in range? There's the silence. No, never mind. Stampede comes out, and suddenly Jay, he's in so much trouble. Gets the stun onto MiPro. Nice Mystic Flare as well, but it's spread the damage between 2 heroes. There's the Fire Blast onto Jay, and no reincarnation for still another 44 seconds. And if he keeps dying like this, he's not gonna have that reincarnation level 2 for quite some time. Which in return means that 260-second cooldown, you won't have that double life to work with for too much. And that's gonna be Hand of Midas, I think, for the Templar Assassin as well. Yes, it is. So MiPro went for the Hand of Midas. Not an extremely fast one, but considering he's already on par with everybody else's net worth, also having the Hand of Midas is perfectly fine. Ogre Magi gets himself that Soul Ring in the meantime. Centaur still needs about 1k gold for that blink of his. Owa in the meantime has it level 6. They have the Chain Frost, Ravage cooling off as well. No Blink Dagger in sight quite yet, needs another 1.5k for it. But once he gets the Blink Dagger, it's gonna be so scary, and Jay has Claws of Haste, can be Maelstrom, Midas, even that Armlet. Any of those could be possible, although I would have liked to see an earlier Midas, maybe not even finish up Power Threads. I guess they were planning on just fighting a little bit more than they actually are at the moment. Top lane, ST, easy gonna get caught, Pinks come out. While the Pinks, well, MiPro, he gets stunned in the mid lane. Do they have the follow-up as well? Chonyi, he's there. They have Meld, but do they have a sentry? Never mind, Stampede comes out, once again saving a hero. And not only that, they might even get Owa with the Stampede Lakels. Is he gonna pop his ultimate just to slow down Owa? No, he's not. Not gonna waste the Reaper Scythe like that. Especially since the Impale landed anyway, and there's the Reaper Scythe, so it was a smart choice. Although Reaper Scythe does not get the kill itself, or he doesn't die during the Reaper Scythe, funny enough, so no extra 30 seconds of respawn time. But the kill is a kill, and now Boombell gonna get slowed down. Concussive Shot keeps him alive for a little while, but That's all it did. Mid lane TPs are coming in. MiPro. There's the Fire Blast. Ignite as well. Gets the multicast. MiPro. He gets stunned. Can't even bring him down. Another refraction is up. Thank God for him. Jay, he has the reincarnation now. So he's gonna be able to survive for now anyway. He has the bottle charges. More TPs are coming. They don't want to have this tier 1 denied in the mid lane. Another multicast onto Jay. He stays alive. Gets stunned onto Lakel's. Ova gonna come with the Frost Blast. No Chain Frost yet because it wouldn't have bounced. Tower down, and I think Mineski should back off now. Oh, never mind. They're going to go for the kills. There's the Mystic Snake as well, doing quite a lot of damage. Jay still alive. Stone Gaze comes out. Dodge, stuns, dodge, but the kill survives as well because of that. Jay wants to die when he can slow down multiple people. He's going to go down eventually, but there's the slow onto MiPro. Can they even follow up? Johnny pretty low himself. Doesn't have the mana shield activated, and there's Vendetta coming out. MiPro wants to go for Johnny as well. Vendetta hit is there. Stun onto Jay. Chain Frost bounces a little bit, but Johnny is still alive. OJ, there's the Ravage, will catch too. Johnny is still alive as well. They're gonna get SD with another stun from Jay. Beautiful stuff. And Centaur in the meantime gonna go down to RR. Maybe one more Arcane Bolt up. The Hoof Stomp is there. Double H as well. Can he get the counter? Yes, he can. 5 HP Stampede as well to get to safety. Oh god, Centaur, the jukes, the turnaround. Skydive Mage, so close to getting a solo kill, but so close. Doesn't matter a single thing in a game of Dota. A single thing. But 10 to 7 the overall kill score. Looking at the graphs, only a 200 difference in net worth. XP about 400. That's just absolutely nothing. Although with this huge stack being farmed up by Yach, JJ, he's gonna have his Blink Dagger now on the Tidehunter. Gonna be just almost unlimited initiation power for them. At least when they have the Ravage. Do they have the Blink on Centaur? Yes, they do. So he also has a Blink, which is in most cases a little bit better just because you can fight more often with a Centaur. At least you can set up the kills just with a Hoof Stomp. Whereas Blink, Tidehunter can still just gush as well as Anchor Smash. It's not going to be nearly enough otherwise. But Vendetta is there. It's still level 1, but it might be enough. Nyx Assassin is going to run into Skydive Mage. Lakel's is around as well. But there is Jay. Who are they going to go for? Impale only lands onto RR, but Reaper Scythe this time around. It's going to be a guarantee plus 30 seconds. The Hoof Stomp is there onto Jay as well. They get another kill. They are diving, but they won't get punished for it. Jay does manage to buy the recipe for the Hand of Midas, but won't be able to use it for another 30 seconds at the least, because even if he respawns, needs probably minimum 15 seconds to just get to a place where he can eat the creep. Stampede comes out as well to just get MiPro closer to a tower, or I'm not exactly sure what happened. Tower not even deny range quite yet, although the siege creep will bring it down to it. They will also claim the tier 1 in the mid lane in the meantime, so MiTH taking some just initiative at the moment. Necrophos going for a Bloodstone as well, point booster, vitality booster already there for him. Top lane, Blink for MiPro. Does he have refraction? No, he does not. He has a melt, but will it be enough? Anchor Smash will of course be there, so Yach, JJ on the Tidehunter does get the kill. Had a regeneration rune as well, which got disabled. A little bit unfortunate, but had the bottle charges anyway to get some mana back. Now Lakel's TP's to bottom lane to farm up. And that's all the tier 1 towers down actually. I mean, yes, one... Oh, the top tier 1 wasn't even denied, so none of the towers have been denied to my knowledge. And there's a medallion also picked up on Ogre, so that just indicates that they want to go for Roshan. And between a medallion and a Temper Assassin meld, Roshan shouldn't be all that hard for them. In the meantime, Chani level 11, has the level 2 Stone Gaze, going for a Yasha as well by the looks of it. Just pushing down the tier 1 on the top lane, and yes, that's Yasha finished up now. Hand of Midas working on Jay. Ice Armor helped, I guess, clear up the creep camps in the jungle a little bit. Even Rayfire blasting them. Of course he has a bottle, so he's gonna be rather fine. But in the meantime, Roshan going on. MiTH, they're gonna do it rather fast, I believe, even with the 3 of them. MiPro should have enough. I mean, Meld is maxed out. SD not using the medallion at the moment though. There's the medallion. Sometimes you're not that used to having that item, or not exactly what. Goddamn Roshan, he's not too easy to be brought down, is he? Lakel's gonna come in as well now. Is he just coming in for the ages? Never mind. A Death Pulse to keep his teammates a little bit healthier. Sadist is also maxed out, so he gets some excellent regeneration back if he kills a target. Especially if it's a hero, you get 10 stacks for it straight away. And 1.9k in the bank of Necrophos. That is almost, just almost enough to get the Bloodstone already. Soul Ring purchased. Just needs the Bloodstone recipe now as well. My Pro, Hand of Midas, Power Threads, Magic Wand and an Aegis plus another 1k. Wondering if it's gonna be like BKB next, or you're going Yashine to Desolator, or what's the next item to be for Templar Assassin? It can be like Blink, Desolator, whatever, just in whatever order. But that is Bloodstone finished. He already has it. Silence onto Nyx Assassin though. They had this ward, they had perfect vision of this. Mystic Flare to bring him down. Nyx Assassin, poor little guy, just 3 deaths on him. Not the most in the game, I think, or is it? Nope. Jay, funny enough, on the Wraith King has more at the moment. My Pro gonna get away with another Stampede. Stampede has saved so many lives this game. Yes, they're not gonna have the Stampede to initiate thanks to that, but just saving people left and right. I think it's like 3 or 4 heroes saved at the minimum. In the meantime, the tier 1 bottom lane is pinged out. I think it was MiTH pinging to defend it, rather than Mineski pinging to just attack it. But Jay, does he go for a Blink Dagger now? I would assume so. And yes, that's a Blink Dagger. Wraithing more initiation power for themselves. Although, speaking of initiation, he's going to come in. Rayfire Blast is there before the double edge. But my Pro, with a double damage rune, he might still have enough. Although he drops pretty low himself as well. Johnny, a little bit low on mana. Gets the 1 bottle charge. In the backlines, RR. He's going to get stunned up by an Impale. Mana burned up as well. Johnny is still alive. They get he down. My Pro wants to chase, but he just cannot keep up. There's the Melto, they have the Dust Stand, can they get the stun to follow up? Yes, there's the Ravage, will catch 2, SD just on the edge of it. Templar Assassin can't do anything either, I guess he might have gotten caught as well, just doesn't have the spells, but there's the Aegis Lakells, he's gonna lose his life before he gets his ultimate off at all. He's gonna respawn almost immediately just because he had the Blast Down, but losing the Blast Down charges this early on, not the most ideal of things, and Boombell still hiding in the trees. Just stay in the trees, listen to pro players' advice. Impale, oh, a little bit too late. Almost managed to cancel Medusa's TP, and if it had, would have been a guaranteed kill on him as well, just because everybody else on Mineski had already backed off. But they don't get it. So Mineski take a pretty decent fight, just Blink Wraith King showing up there, but SD, they're gonna get the stun onto Jay. He doesn't have the reincarnation and he's gonna be screwed. Psionic Trap as well. Impale, not enough mana for it quite yet, but Stampede to slow him down. Arcane Boots, no, the Reaper Scythe as well. 77 seconds respawn for a level 12 Wraith King. Oh my god. That's gonna be him not being able to just farm up for such a long time. And, well, at least Medusa has decent enough farm as well. Just split pushing away another lane. Going for that Manta style. 14 to 11, so is the kill score. Mineski to have the advantage there. Looking at the graph though, or net worth advantage slightly towards MiTH. They are 1 tower ahead as well, so let's call it even. XP also 400. This is one of the most even games I have seen for quite some time, to be fair. At this 20 minutes in, just the difference being only like maximum 600 for both crafts. That is just absolutely nothing, to be fair. My Pro though looks to be going for a BKB now on the Templar Assassin. Not a bad choice as well. Otherwise he just gets kited around and gets stunned and whatnot. Stone Gaze will still petrify you even through a BKB, so has to be a little bit careful of that, but otherwise should be fine to just go absolute Rambo, go man mode, just bring people down solo. Force Theft though will also be finished on the Scar of Mage now, so that's going to be a little bit of extra mobility. And about 2 minutes ago, MiTH also managed to kill off the Radiant Courier, which I completely failed to even notice earlier. And another 2.2k on Lakells as well. Sure, he lost a few Blastdown charges, but still has 7 of them. So he's gotten some back, and that's a Blink Dagger now. He can go extremely aggressive, and with the Blastdown, he has the health pool to actually do so, especially with a single Bracer plus Power Threads. So the smoke comes up now for MiTH. They want to go hunting. And I have a funny feeling that we might be looking at another like 60-minute game. God, I to be honest hope it's not going to be, just because a lot of farming will be involved and most likely with a Medusa. But MiTH, they're looking to go on the aggressive. They see Johnny with a nicely placed Observer Ward. Mana Shield completely blown up. Reaper Scythe as well. 81 seconds on the sidelines. Stampede was used. Blink in from Jay. He has the Reincarnation. Level 2 now as well. They get SD. It's only an Ogre. Still alive thanks to a Force Staff. But he's going to go down in the end. Gets another Fire Blast off at least. But a Medusa Oh, what? Jay, he goes forward, gets the Ravage only onto an Assassin, and the dust, it's not in range either. So this Ravage was a complete and utter fail. While in the meantime, MiPro, he was just pushing out top lane. Did this Ravage, oh god. He blinked in, he hesitated for a second, then went for it anyway. Which means that he was screwed, and they find Lich now. Too bad the Necrophos wasn't close enough for Blaststone charges, but can they get RR? Urn of Shadows is there. Force Step on cooldown for another 3 seconds. Impale. Oh, he runs back into it. He out-dodged himself. He was like doing the snake. It's like was running like this. But he was at this point running towards this way. And Nyx was like, screw this, I'm just going to throw an Impale straight. And he ran back into it. So, a great fight for MiTH, just getting 3 kills, only losing the Ogre Magi for it. Plus, Reaper Scythe kills are that much more satisfying just because if you get it on a core, it means they're not going to be farming for at least plus 30 seconds. BKB also finished on MiPro. Manta Style is there on Medusa, so Medusa still has some pretty reasonable farm, but not as great as it was or could be. Jay at least has the Hand of Midas, which is going to be some form of guaranteed farm at all. Smoke also picked up on the Nyx Assassin. Has a Blink Dagger of his own. Urn of Shadows as well. What other item pickups do they have? Gem up on the center with a 4-staff. Ogre. Just the same items that he's had for quite some time. Just a 4-position Ogre. Nyx Assassin having a slight priority over him. And there's the smoke. 4-man once again. They're not even involving a Templar Assassin with a BKB. Or well, if they gank top lane, I guess they might. But it's a little bit weird for Templar Assassin to just get BKB and then not have involvement. But yeah, they're smoking to that lane. They want to push down the tier 2. The smoke might expire before the creeps even arrive. Oh, they're gonna find Johnny. Oh no. They ran past the sentry ward, but it doesn't matter. Hoofstomp is gonna be there. Impale to follow as well. Reaper Scythe once again, he goes down. Jane Frost even used from Lich. Oh god. They don't have a Ravage to just catch up. Gush is there on Hee, so it is maybe gonna be enough, although I think maybe Yach is gonna be in trouble himself. Jay comes in as well. There's the Brave Fire Blast. Death Pulses keep people alive. Brave King, he gets stunned. There's the Impale as well. Armlet toggling, but he's gonna lose his reincarnation. Lakel's of course gets slowed down because of this. RR keeps on going, still has the Mystic Flare, but what? Jay, he blinked aggressively. Gonna go for He. There's the stun onto RR in time. Can he even get the Mystic Flare? No, he cannot. And there's the Ravage. It came off cooldown. They're gonna get Lakel's because of this. Blaststone charges lost once again, down to 7. And they're gonna go for more. Stun onto SD. MiPro slowly but surely wants to join the fight. He's gonna arrive. Gonna body block a little bit. There's the stun onto Jay. He has a double damage on MiPro. A beautiful double impale. They're gonna get 2 kills from this. Lakel, not Lakel's. Yach gonna go aggressive. Blink in. Oh god, can they catch up? MiPro, he has vision. 4-step auto. No stuns to stop it. If only MiPro had been there from the get-go, would have been such a different fight. MiTH, I don't think they would have lost half of the heroes that they did. But still a 3-4-4. MiTH coming out ahead. XP wise, rather even. Gold. Nyx Assassin getting a ton of it just because he didn't die. Necrophos, of course, got some Blaststone charges, lost some Blaststone charges. And not all that horrible in the end, but up to another 2.3k gold. So can start going for an Aghanim Scepter now if that's what he wants to go for, and I think he should. Just make sure that there won't be a buyback on the hero that you kill. While in the meantime, Yach, JJ on the Tidehunter going for a Refresher Orb. Only 1 level away from a level 3 Ravage as well. So, gonna be one of the biggest item pickups that Tidehunter can get at all. Especially if he should get a Shiva's card afterwards as well, that's gonna be even better. Ancients are double stacked. Medusa can farm them up, Tidehunter can farm them up, even Brave King with a maxed out crit as well as maxed out Vampiric Aura. There is a Maelstrom now as well on Jay, and of course, although he hasn't had the best reincarnations this game so far, just because, well, he was sitting on that level 1 reincarnation for such a long time, he's gonna have a level 3 soon enough. So that's just gonna be 1 minute cooldown. And that's gonna allow Mineski to be a lot more aggressive than they have so far, I think. But looking at the graphs, it is now a 3,500 net worth lead for MiTH. XP nearing 5,000 as well, so they're looking good. If only they can actually fight 5 versus 5, although I guess if you fight straight 5 versus 5, you might run into the trouble of just getting ravaged by all of you. But BKB is there for Temple Assassin. Still 10 seconds, didn't even need to use it in the last fight. And oh, Jay, he blinks him, but kills, they find him. The reincarnation is still there. Are they going to pop the Reaper Scythe? No, they're not. They know the reincarnation is there, or well, it just came off cooldown like literally 2 seconds earlier. Jay wants to go for 4-step. Ravage catches free MiPro. Might be in trouble, gets the BKB off though. He's fine. Multicast, triple one onto Jay. There's the Reaper Scythe, 90 seconds on the sidelines. They use the Stone Gaze. It's still not going to be enough. Johnny just doesn't do enough damage at this point in time. Mystic Snake almost brings down Nyx Assassin, but there's the stun. More multicast, another triple one. SD, man, you're crazy, Ogre. Someone stop that guy. So 2 heroes down. Everybody survives on MiTH. And they're going to keep on going. Lakellis blinks in aggressively. Might find RR. The last Death Pulse, I don't think it's going to be enough. Or maybe it is RR. He's going to be bottled up a little bit by JJ. So yeah, he's going to survive this. Nice bottles coming out, and he even just managed to run all the way home. Death Pulse, it's such a slow spell, my god. But that's it here too as well. If only they had a Desolator right about now, just speeding up the push, maybe an AC on anybody. Doesn't really matter that much. Can they get tied out there? They're gonna blink in Hooftop only onto RR, but they don't care. Impale will follow onto Yaj. There's the multicast as well. Not the triple one, but it's still plenty. And looking at the buybacks. Medusa has it, Tidehunter has it, but there's no Ravage for him. I think they're going to lose the tier 3 despite the ice armor on it. Maybe they can save the racks with Medusa respawning. There's, whoa, Tidehunter blinks in just for an Anchor Smash, reducing the damage by 60%. Not a bad thing to do if you survive. But tier 3 is down, ice armor now on melee barracks. They're still going to get them. Oh god, Boombell blinks in, multicast brings him down with Nyx Assassin. That's going to be racks for sure. And MiTH, they take an early Rax advantage. He dropping low. 4-step forward though. That's going to be Rax, and I think they should just back off now. Yes, Stampede even used just to make sure they don't lose any stragglers at all. And that's Aghanim Scepter all of a sudden finish the Necrophos. Are they really going? Can they go for Jay? He has the reincarnation, but Lakellis just blinks in. Death Pulse gonna get stunned in return. SD gonna come in. Another Fire Blast. Another multicast. Oh god, Reaper Scythe just to slow him down. Wow, they actually get the kill. Of course, it was a reincarnation, so maybe Lakellis shouldn't have even popped it, but there's the Mystic Flare. He's gonna go down. MiTH, they made a mistake. That's just needless Bloodstone charges lost there. They used the Stampede to disengage, but didn't properly back off. Blinking straight into a Wraith King was way too greedy by Lakellis there. Of course, it's not gonna matter all that much in the end, probably. Although, it was about 3000 XP just from that one kill, 1.3k gold as well to the Tidehunter. To Tide, getting closer to that double Ravage. Of course, not gonna have it quite yet, but if I was MiTH, I wouldn't want them to have it at all. So, of course, still they came out ahead. They got way more kills. They still got the racks as well, so it's fine. Roshan is also up, so if they can get an Aegis onto Lakellis, for example, maybe even MiPro and Temper Assassin, they can most likely force another racks. At least, maybe go fight and force a couple of buybacks, because so far only Tidehunter had to buy back. He though finishes up that Hood of Defiance. Maybe gonna go for a straight off pipe, maybe just a casual hood. It's nice for survivability. Your own double edge damages you less. You'll get some nice health regeneration from it as well. And Roshan is gonna go down with the meld, with the Medallion of Courage. And who is gonna pick it up? I think Lakellis though, yeah. He has the room, he picks it up as well. And next Roshan will come with cheese. While in the meantime, Tidehunter, he's split pushing. I mean, not the greatest pusher himself, but he can creep skip at least. Just clear out the waves. But looking at the graphs again, suddenly 10k net profit for MiTH. XP about 9.5, just because of that one kill onto the Necrophos. But oh god, Yaj, there's the Psionic Trap, and he blinks out immediately as he sees it. I think it was maybe a slight mistake for him to even Psionic Trap like that, giving away that they are coming. But it doesn't matter that much, man. They defend the tower. Crystal is also finished on MiPro. Mjolnir in the meantime finished on Jay's Brave King. Has a haste room for a couple more seconds, but it's gonna wear off. Chem also picked up on that Skyriff Mage. They want to see the Nyx Assassin, but oh, Nyx Assassin, he's going for Johnny. There's Lakellis as well. Reaper Scythe used. Oh my god, that was just 20 more spells than necessary. Of course not 20 more, but my god. No buyback, 80 seconds on the sidelines. Even if he had enough gold for it, still wouldn't be able to buy back. 10 Bloodstone charges on Lakellis once again. He has been dying with the Bloodstone, I think like 3-4 times, but if you can keep them up more than 8 charges, it's just perfectly fine if you die, to be honest. If you just get them back. And now, without Medusa, I think, come on, this Ravage is gonna have to be everything. He's 800 gold away. Maybe even sell something for the double ravage. Sell your magic stick. Sell your... well, if you sell arcane boots, you're not gonna have enough. But he does have... he sold some other stuff. Don't know exactly what. But he has it. That's all that matters. They're gonna go in with the smoke. There's the blink ravage. We'll catch all 5. Mystic Flare as well onto MiPro. There's the second ravage as well. We'll catch only 2. But is it gonna be enough? Lakelz drops low. He has the Aegis. Jay, he's gonna get stunned up, but still has the reincarnation as well. He drops low to the Mjolnir. What a fight! This double ravage couldn't have come at a better time. Lakelz does TP out for now. I think he's gonna be chased down. Blink will be available, and yes, Blink, Brave Fire Blast. Even if Jay goes down now, he's gonna just slow down Lakelz. He's still fighting. His life stealing up, and they're gonna get the kill. Never mind. Committed suicide, but Rack stand, and that was Aegis as well. And it was a single hero on Mineski. Oh my freaking god! Who are you? Beautiful guy. Yaj, JJ, Tidehunter. This is suddenly up to 1.5k gold. Oh my god, that was orgasmic, guys. That was orgasmic. I can't wait for chat to just see that fight. That double ravage. First one was perfect, catching all 5. Second one, the center, as was the Nyx Assassin, managed to back off far enough, but that didn't help them all because they were already so low from the first ravage. Oh, Jay now. He might get chased down. Lakelz is there, but the psionic traps might keep Lakelz at bay, or will they? Jay needs a blink. Still 2 more seconds. Lakelz, of course, his own is on the cooldown as well. So Jay makes it out. Although Lakelz wants to still keep on going. He's so slow to 340 moments, but they use the stem beat just to catch up. Reaper Scythe to slow him down. They know he had the reincarnation, but they want to get the kill. But Yaj, JJ comes in as well. As his RR, silence onto OJ or Oi. Hoofstomp misses. 4 steps forward, blink out by Jay. They're just gonna kill off RR then. Scarif Mage, the silence did help out a little bit, I guess. Just allowing for the blink dares not to go on cooldown by Nyx Assassin's damage. But MiTH, they're just gonna go again. They don't care. Looking at the graphs, they still have a pretty huge lead in net worth. About 9,000 still. XP only 2k, but they have the necessary items to push, and they know there's not gonna be a Ravage. Not a single one, not to mention 2. And that's really their best opening. There will be a Stone Gaze from Johnny if he wants to try to use it, but range tracks by MiPro. And there's the blink, impale onto Medusa. Lakelz will follow up with just the Death Pulse. Doesn't have the ultimate quite yet. They're going in with the Hoofstomp as well, double edge. Chain Frost is there though. Yaj comes in. Too bad he doesn't have a Ravage right about now. Chain Frost does quite a lot before it bounces into the creeps. Glyph is still there as well for Mineski. Chain Frost still bouncing MiPro. Had to use the BKB, not for anything. They just went in too greedy. There comes Reincarnation is completed. There's Ravage, number 1. Don't think they have number 2, but Mystic Flares there. Lakelz, he's gonna go down as well. Oh my god. And they're gonna get SD most likely. Don't think he can escape. Jay, or can he ignite? Disabling the blink there, SD. Going for the TP out. He is actually going to make it out. But a 4 for 1. MiTH just hit the racks. Even the Glyph was not put on cooldown. MiPro completely wasted the BKB by trying to go for kills under the tier 4s. I don't know what they were thinking. Just they knew Ravage was not there. Just go for fast racks and back the hell off. Do not chase for random kills. Oh my god. Why MiTH? Why? Do you want Mineski to win again or something? I'm not too sure. Of course it's not going to be easy just because Mineski, they rely so heavily on having at least 1 Ravage, if not 2, or if not both of them. I do think Lakelz though might want to invest into a BKB or something. He has quite a lot of health, but Ravages make your life just damn miserable. There's going to be a pipe from center, so that's going to be quite helpful in just soaking up the Chain Frost, which also did a really good job in the last fight. So they hold on once again. That's going to be AC also finished on the Wraith King. He's starting to hurt quite a lot, to be honest. Of course, he has double damage at the moment, so not a real indicator of how much he's going to do. But this pipe, is it going to be enough? And are they going to try to force it once again right about now? Or do they wait for another Roshan, get the Aegis, get the cheese as well this time around? And with 7 lives, hope that it's going to be enough? Daedalus has been there from the processing for some time already. Hand of Midas, of course, still providing some value. He got scouted out, but nothing to really jump on him. They do want to defend though. I mean, they have the reincarnation pretty much every single fight now anyway. So defending shouldn't be too big of an issue for them. And is this a Dagon or Yule Scepter from Nyx Assassin? I guess it might be a Dagon, just more burst damage to make sure that the Reaper Scythe lands a kill. And that's gonna be Shiva's card for the kills now. It's not quite a BKB, but he has faith in the pipe of the Centaur, I guess. Plus Shiva's still a nice item against physical damage as well, and Wraith King does output quite a lot of it, especially now that he has the AC finished as well. So, 28 to 26, looking at the graphs now, only a 4k net worth lead all of a sudden for MiTH. XP, actually 4,000 in Mineski's favor, and they do smoke up. Oh, if only Roshan was up, but it's not going to be up for at least another minute, and then after that, up to 0 to 3 minutes. Guess they didn't even time Roshan perfectly, because otherwise they would know that it cannot be up for another minute. They still keep on looking, though. Never mind, Jay, he gives up. It's just, screw this, guys. Our smoke is ending. I'm going to farm up the Ancients. He does do it successfully at least. In the meantime, Nyx Assassin being in the trees, scouting out Medusa. Or rather, the creeps are scouting out Medusa. Nyx Assassin doesn't see anything by himself. Mid lane now, there's the Blink Ravage. Will catch 2 Mystic Flare as well. There's Ravage number 2. Actually, both of them caught 3. That's 3 heroes down. None of them have buybacks. None of them. Not a single one. Are you kidding me right now, Mineski? What a fight they just took. Thank God I even caught it, but... Man, Yaj, Tidehunter, he is the guy who rescued Mineski if they win this game. Like, literally, what a guy. Tidehunter, that's exactly why you ban out that hero, or why you first pick him. MiTH, right about now, they wish Ogre Magi was not the first pick for them, I guess. Nyx Assassin might be able to scout the courier, coming in with a Blade of Alacrity for Owa. That's going to be Aghanim Scepter Glitch as well now, which is going to be level 3, 60-second cooldown only. That's tier 3 down. They're going to get the Rex as well. Medusa is split pushing in the meantime. He's not even required for this, and, well, that's one set of Rex for both. I don't think Mineski can go for 2 sets yet. They're going to back off for now, but my God. MiTH, they're going to have to pull themselves together. Oh, if they lose this game, I don't know. It's going to be just like, what? And not only that, Johnny, he's going to have his Eye of Scadia most likely finished now as well. It's going to fly out. It's not going to have enough for buyback if he purchases it straight off. But there's a Shiva's card on the Tidehunter, so that means in the future, double Ravage, double Shiva's card. So MiTH, they have to strike hard, while Mineski has no buybacks. They are so close to just getting the Rex. They definitely have enough damage for it, if they just get the kills. As well, Johnny, he's not even going for Skadi, he's going for a Linkens instead. And in the meantime, counter warding was going on. MiTH, they are coming, they want to come on strong without the Ravages being there, and once again, smart choice, but I just hope they focus on the Rax. There is a Glyph as well still, Jay. He can be in the front lines, even Medusa, pretty damn tanky with that Linken Sphere. More mana pool as well, of course. Mana Shield will last a little bit longer. Of course, more intelligence means that Mana Burn also will hurt more, but it's a trade you're gonna have to take, because you cannot stop just building those items that make a Medusa the hero that she is. But MiTH trying to press high ground, but the creeps haven't really made it there properly, but they're gonna go in now. Glyph is still there, MyPro gonna get cashed up, as well as concussive shotted. Mystic Snake is there on Hehe. Pipe has already been used, there's the Glyph. They want to wait out the pipe duration. There is Ravage, at least one of them. Jay, he blinks in aggression, Stampede is there. Will we see a Ravage? Yes, we will. We'll connect on most of the heroes. MyPro had the BKB with the Stone Gate, slowing him down. Chain Frost, unlimited bounces as well. They get already 2. They're gonna get Hehe unless he TP's out. Is he really TPing out from here? Oh God, he dropped so low, but he made it out. But they still catch MyPro. Jay caught up with him with the Blink Daggers. 3 heroes down. Once again, none of them have buyback. Thank God the Necrophos will have lower respawn with that Bloodstone, but can they really go for the state of tier 4? I mean, tier 2s are standing on both lanes, so they cannot go for the other sets of racks. I guess they really want to just Death Ball down. They're gonna have another Ravage because Refresher Orb also came off cooldown. Chain Frost only 23 seconds on cooldown anyway. Medusa, is he gonna join the fight, or... Well, they're killing off buildings. Maybe just going for bottom tier 2 would have been better, unless they really fully commit. I mean, Temper Assassin is not there for another 40 seconds, so it might even work out. They still have Reincarnation, they still have another Ravage, Chain Frost, they have more or less everything. They're probably just gonna bring the creeps there, just so they would tank up a little bit as well, but if they don't keep on going, I'm gonna be slightly surprised. TPs are coming in on Nyx Assassin's there, he gets caught though. Nice hoofed on plants on 3, but the Brave Blast is there to follow. Oh, we're still alive, there's the Ravage, will catch 2 as well. Mystic Flare, they bring down Lakel's. Oh God, Necrophos is down, and that's GG called. Mineski, they actually came back into this game. Oh my god, look at the graphs, guys. Look at the graphs. XP 20k lead. SD, he's gonna lose his life as well. Never mind. GG called before. Wow. Mineski, they win this series 2-0. Both games a little bit wonky, but this game just excellent comeback. Tide Hunter for the freaking win. JJ. Oh god, beautiful plays by Mineski, hanging on, and MiTH. They got a little bit too cocky with the lead that they had. They tried to go for kills, just through the focused racks. If they had been 2 racks ahead, I think the third would have followed. But guys, this is it for today. Well, it's it for Join Dota League at least. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed the games. If you did, be sure to follow HeflaTV for more content. Our social media is Facebook and Twitter.com/HeflaTV. The votes also uploaded to YouTube. Game number 1 already up. Game number 2 will be there shortly, as I'm going to start uploading it straight after this outro. So check it out, youtube.com/HeflaMoke. Also linking it in Join Dota, on the Join Dota site for the comments under this game. So you can share it, you can rewatch it, man. Mineski, well played. But we're gonna have more Dota on HeflaTV HP1 on Hitbox. It is the BOCE, the Battle of Central Europe, Season 3 if you want to watch. Moscow 5 International versus Pulo? No, not Pulo. Moscow 5 International versus somebody, plus Moscow 5 itself versus Denial later on. But for now, this is it, guys. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope to cast some more Southeast Asian Dota in the future.